Hey, this is Steve Baumgartner. Thanks for joining me again. This little episode is going to be on. I've had some questions on how am I doing with cancer. Well, okay, let me start a little bit from the front. I'll make it kind of quick. In 2012, August, I diagnosed with leukemia. Went into MD Anderson for treatment. In the background, you'll see this is during my first chemo treatment. All the hair fell out. You can see a lot of it didn't grow back in. All right, so how am I doing? Question is, all right, I'm doing all these videos and podcasts, and you see me working on my car, things like that. All right, well, let me explain how that works. Losing everything started with cancer. The cancer itself, it was bad, but it wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing was I can't do what I used to do. Now granted, I know I'm getting older. I just can't do it. Um, Started off with my physical parts. I can't go do my bike races anymore. Can't do work on the house. Can't do all the stuff. Play with the kids. Can't even go outside. That's the biggest thing. I can't even go outside. I'm so sensitive to the sun. Skin cancer because of the medicines I take to keep the host graft disease down. And I'll explain that a little bit. Host graft disease is when you get all 3 sessions of chemo, and you get what that does is it kills your blood. Okay, so you look for a donor, and you get your T cells, your bone marrow from another donor. Well, mine was from my brother's. It was pretty much 100% match. However, I was O negative, and he was positive. O positive, I think it was. Or I don't know, something like that. Can't remember what I am now. Because what happens is it kills your blood, and now you get the blood of the donor. So something positive. Well, that's good because I need some positivity. So you still have antibodies in your bone, your body, which fight the new blood. So that could last 2 weeks, could last 2 years, could last the rest of your lifetime. In my sense, it's not as bad as it was, but occasionally my lips will burn and turn like a blue. It affects my internals. Um, when I get, like you heard a football, you get the 2 minute warning. Well, I get less than that. I get like a 1 minute warning, and if I don't run to the restroom, got some issues. So what you see in the videos aren't what really happens in lifetime for me. There's a lot of cuts. There's a lot of space in between takes. Um, you'll see me working on the car in one of them. It took me over 2 hours to just wash the car, which a normal person would probably take 15, 20 minutes. And that's because I have to sit down and rest. I have to go lay down, uh, run to the bathroom type of thing. So there's a lot involved that you just don't see. Um, Dealing with the grandkids, playing with the cats. I can do about 5, 10 minutes of that, and man, I'm bushed. And if I go over what I really should do, what happens is I pay for it the next day or the night of, and I'm down for the next 4 days to a week, just done. I'm over until I can get my immune system back up. And that's a good point right there, is my immune system. I'm at a normal bottom of the normal. So if I overwork myself, if I go for a bike ride, I go for a walk, or I play with the kids, or I work on a project, my immune system goes down, 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 down. Now I'm prone to get, I got pneumonia, other bacterial infections. It just escalates, and I end up going to the hospital again. So, example of the hospital. Um, when I got out of MD Anderson in Houston, um, my goal was to kind of get back and doing some of the stuff I was doing. I was unable to do that, and eventually my job surplused me because of the medical stuff. I don't care what they say, whether you're old, disability, if you're not normal like the rest of the people, the herd, you're going to be picked out and sacrificed. And that's what happens to people. I know that. And so, although they will deny that's the reasons, that's the reasons. Okay. So, I lost my job, had cancer, lost my job, can't do the stuff I used to do. It affects, if you can't do what you used to do, it affects your relationships with your friends, your family, and things just spiral down. And you kind of saw that from my other video. I kind of explained that. So, I needed the money because I lost my job, so I did a tractor service, which is working out really good. However, in Dallas, there's a lot of competition, so I did that for about a year, and that was actually okay because I could actually sit in the tractor. Hooking it up was not that big a deal. It was air conditioned, it was tinted cab, it was really nice, so I could do that for hours. You know, but at the end of the day, after riding, loading, unloading, driving to the scene and back, it did tire me out, and I needed like 2-3 days of rest just to recover from that normal of other people work. So that ended because of the competition thing. I just couldn't compete with the larger businesses. So I went into handyman business, and that was great. Like I said in the other video, I had more work that I could handle from sunup to sundown. However, I couldn't handle it, so I'd end up in the hospital. So long and short of that is, I was spending more money with medical bills than I was making doing the handyman work. And I tried cutting it down to a quarter or 3/4 to half to 1/4 to one time a month, and it was still, when I drive out to a customer site and I'd talk to the customer, I'd do the prep, I'd do the job, clean up, load the truck, drive home, I was exhausted, and I was still going to the hospital. So it just didn't make sense. So I got into this video stuff, and I do my wine stuff. It's all indoor. I work in my car in a garage, which is temperature controlled, around 72 degrees. Everything I do is out of the sun, indoor, temperature controlled, and that's how I survive, by doing that adaptation to my new life. So what you see and what you think might be going out there is I'm driving out and cross country. I am not doing that. And I'm doing the wine. It's indoor. I'll do one task. A week later, I'll do the next task. A week later, I'll do the next task. So between these three hobbies I have, the video, the car, and the wine, I kind of alternate depending on how I feel. I don't get a lot done. So what you're seeing is take a video of this week, next week, week after. I'm doing this thing, and I put them all together, and this is what you get. Hopefully I can wear the same stuff that I wore when I was doing the first one. So that's that. You know, I'm sick a lot. I wake up in pain every day. And I'll honestly tell you, there's most days I wish I just didn't wake up, because the life, giving up your life in every aspect of the word, is just hard to take. I think it's easier to go from not having and wishing you had than having and not having anymore. It's just so hard. It's so hard to take. I like being strong. I like being witty. If you really look at my videos, you'll see that I forget what I'm talking about, and I have to think about it. So how am I doing after cancer? So I got out in 2013. This is 2019. How much is that? It's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 6 years. I can't do math either without a calculator. It's just, you know, things are getting better. I'm getting older. That sucks, but I can handle the aging part of it. It's just that I'm so limited on what I can do. So what I am doing is, in order making the best of the worst situation. Lost my job, lost my physical, lost my friends, lost all kinds of stuff. But what I can do is I can share, and I can make wine, and I can work on my car, and I can do these things. And occasionally I'll actually work on the house, which is rare, but I'll actually do it. Um, Problem with that is I have to figure out what I'm doing. I try to do more than one of the same type of tools at the same time. So if I have a patchwork to do, I'll try to get all that equipment, because I have to go out to the truck, out to the garage, out to the shed, gather all this stuff, bring it in. By the time I'm done doing that, I'm pooped. So it's just sitting there in the corner waiting for me to get unpooped. So I have, see, how many walls I have to do? I have like 3 walls I have to fix. I got it all patched up, it's not fine-tuned. And I have doorways I have to frame in. I have painting everywhere. I have ground molding, baseboards throughout the house that have to be done. I got so much junk that I have to do, and I just don't have the energy. In this lifetime, I'm just not going to be able to get it done. So hopefully my wife can handle that, because I am doing the best I can with what I got to work with. So I forgot where I was going with all that, but it's hard. Bottom line is, what you see is not what is real for me. And I mean, who wants to see all this garbage anyway? Cancer is debilitating. It's demoralizing. It sucks. It's not just the cancer itself. It's what happens to you following all that. It's just the total degradation of your life. Unless you have super, super supportive family members around you, it's really, really, really tough. So, moving on from that. There you go. If you have any questions, please give me, throw it at me. Throw it in the comments. You can also go to About in the YouTube and go to email, and you can send a message that way if you don't want to be seen on the media. But I'm not shy about this. I think more people should know about it. I'm not hesitant to tell you my experiences about it. I mean, you should know. You probably will have at least one friend or family member that's going to be involved in this at some point in your life. So it'd be nice if you knew how to deal with it. It's hard, even if you are prepared. So subscribe. Please subscribe. And watch these things all the way through. When you watch somebody's video, it kind of really jacks up their metrics if you don't watch the video to the end. And also also do the notifications, but most of all, subscribe and watch the things all the way through. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for listening to me. I think it's important that you learn about diseases like this and what it does to somebody's life when they survive. All right, hang in there. I'm doing the same, making the best of a bad situation, and let's just make it better. All right, cool. Thanks. Adios.